Okay guys, so here I am back with part 2 of my monthly haul because as promised I didn't want the videos to get too out of control and long, and I actually rambled on so long in the other video that the camera shut down at 30 minutes. So I'm back and I'm going to finish up. I'm going to start off with the regular Blu-rays, and this first one is a documentary. It is called Hit So Hard, The Life and Near-Death Story of Patti Schmel. And if you don't know who she is, she was the drummer for the band Courtney Love's band Hole. And I was not the biggest fan of Courtney Love before this documentary, and I can tell you I like her even less now. Anyway, this is the story of Patti Schmel and her life in the band Hole, and the drugs and the excessiveness and the partying and her friendship with Kurt Cobain, and there's a lot of behind the scenes footage and her relationship and friendship with Courtney Love, and it just really paints kind of a bad picture of Courtney Love and how she kind of didn't help Patti Schmel stay healthy when she needed someone to really be in her corner. She struggled with addiction and all kinds of things, you know, typical rock and roll lifestyle story, but this is a really good documentary, and if you haven't seen it, whether you're a fan of the band or not, I would definitely say you will be a big fan of Patti Schmel after you watch this one. But Hit So Hard, it's really a good one. And this next one, this was a total blind buy for me, and I went into it not knowing anything about it. It is called Lords of Chaos. It stars Rory Culkin. That's a weird name to say. It's Rory. Tough to say that. I never realized how hard it is to say his name. Anyway, I'm just going to read to you from the back. It says, you don't have to be a fan of, or indeed even like, metal music to enjoy Lords of Chaos. It's a character piece and an incredible story told in a highly inventive way. Now, this is supposedly based on true events of a black Norwegian metal band. I believe in the movie they call them Mayhem. I didn't know anything about them. I still know very little about them, only what I saw in the movie. So I don't know about the fact pattern of this movie, but what I read, people have problems with the way the story was told and the fact pattern, which in the biopic type of movies, you kind of do get that. But purely entertainment value, I thought this was really good. I mean, there were certain parts of it that to me I felt a little uncomfortable watching it because it just felt really wrong, some of the things they were doing. And you'll see, when you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But for purely entertainment value, I thought this was a great movie. It was very interesting. It was like nothing I've ever seen. And you got to look into a culture that I personally don't know much about. I don't know how accurate it was. But like I said, for purely entertainment, I would definitely say give Lords of Chaos a look. And Rory Culkin really gives a great performance in this. So I would definitely say check out Lords of Chaos. And now this one, I would put this one in your rental category. This one's definitely a rental, The Prodigy. And it's from the producer of The Exorcism of Emily Rose. They call it a horror. It's rated R, but I mean, I don't know. It wasn't very horror-ish to me. It was more of a thriller. But this couple has a baby. They wanted this baby. They have this baby, and they think that he is a genius. They think he is far ahead of where he should be for his age, so they start enrolling him in genius classes and special schools and whatnot. And then he gets to a point where he starts violently acting out at school towards his parents and just all kinds of crazy things. So they take him to a psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist tells them things that really take them back and shock them. And that's kind of what the rest of the movie is about. And I don't want to ruin anything with spoilers, but I would say this was okay. It wasn't bad, but there's not really a lot of rewatchability in it. But I would say if you want to give it a look, not bad, put it in your rental category. So yeah, The Prodigy. And this one, I think this one was great. I loved it. I would say I could watch this again and again and again. It stars Kevin Hart, Bryan Cranston, and Nicole Kidman in The Upside. And it says right here, based on a true story. It is a very, very good story. Bryan Cranston plays a wealthy man who is in a wheelchair. He was paralyzed in an accident from the neck down. He is in need of a home health care person who is going to tend to him 24 hours, 7 days a week. And he decides to hire Kevin Hart, who is completely ill-equipped to do the job. He is the farthest thing from the person you would want to be in control of your life. But what an amazing story. What a great friendship. What a fun movie this was. And there's some real serious, heartfelt, deep, dark parts. And there are some really funny parts. But the upside, I thought this was a home run. Really good. So definitely put this in your pile to pick up. And I just love that they were friends and they built a real, true friendship out of this. Really, they were both in a really tough situation. They made it work. So, yep, the upside. It's a good one. And this one was part of my latest Hamilton book haul, which I will tell you the disaster of that in a minute. But it is from Shout Factory, and it is Valentine, the Dark Avenger. Which, look at that cover. I love that cover. But anyway, I'm sure a lot of you know about Hamilton book, but I wanted to show you the cool packaging that they use. They do great packaging if you've not ordered from them before. But my last haul came in during these terrible rainstorms that we were having. There was a huge puddle on my front porch, and that's where the post office decided to leave my package. So I couldn't save it to do an unboxing for you guys, and I opened it up because I was so afraid that everything inside was going to be destroyed. Nothing. Everything was bone dry. Their packaging is top notch. So I do have another Hamilton book order coming in, so I'm definitely going to do an unboxing, and I will show you from beginning to end how Hamilton book rolls for those of you who are not aware. But I was picking up these movies for like $2 and $3. They had a great sale, and I'll show you some more that I got. But Valentine, the Dark Avenger, I have not seen yet. And this is another one. It's based on a true story. I have not seen it, but I've always wanted to watch it. It is called The Stanford Prison Experiment. And I think I got this for like $2 or $3 on Hamilton book as well. So I'm interested to check this one out and then give you guys some more in-depth thoughts on it. And continuing on with my haul, I have there's some horror titles here. This one I watched. Now this one is by I watched it over the weekend. It is by the same people who brought you the original Town That Dreaded Sundown. This is also based on a true story. It's called The Evictors. Short synopsis. A family is evicted from a home in like 1928. That's where the movie starts. And they decide that no one is ever going to be allowed to live in that house again. And it fast forwards to, I think, 1948. And people are finally starting to try and live in the house. And this is about things that happen to people when they try to live in the house. And why the house has remained vacant so long. But really good. It had the same kind of tone and the same feel that the Town That Dreaded Sundown had. But like I said, if you enjoyed that, you're gonna enjoy this. And I like the whole vibe that this gave off. It was really well done, and I thought it was an interesting story. And like I said, based on true events, so that's always good. So check out The Evictors. I recommend that one. And then this next one, also from Hamilton book, it is George A. Romero's Diary of the Dead. I have not seen this one. Cool cover. I think I got this for $3, but I am looking forward to checking this one out, and anything with George Romero I'm going to check out, so I will let you know more about it. Now this one was really cool. It's called Haunted Asylum, and this is a Japanese film. I believe it's, it's a Korean film, and it's kind of a found footage. And these Korean students go out to this asylum where supposedly there's this room that no one has ever been able to get into or survive. Once they got into the room, they were never able to survive, and then people can't get in. And like I said, it's a found footage film, but this is one of the few found footage films. This and The House is October Built, they both scared the crap out of me. This was really well done. So if you want a good found footage film that's going to kind of rock your world a little bit, definitely check out Haunted Asylum. It's really a good one. And again, with the subtitles, they're not so crazy that you can't keep up, so you'll be fine with it, but it's well worth it. So yeah, Haunted Asylum. This one was by Takeshi Miike, M-I-I-K-E. It's the same guy who did Audition. I'm not sure how to say his name. If you know, let me know in the comments. It's called Over Your Dead Body. And I love the cover, so I picked this one up on Hamilton book as well. Another one was like a deep discount, and it's a Scream Factory title. And it came, I haven't even opened it yet, but it came with the slipcover. So you're getting the discounted price, and you're getting slipcover, so it's pretty good. So I'll let you know what I think of that when I see it. This is another Scream Factory title, Animal, again, with the slip. For like $3.95, and I haven't seen this one, so when I watch it I'll let you know. And this one's an IFC Midnight film from Scream Factory. It's called The Devil's Dolls. again with the slip. And I was just on their site the other day because I put together a new order, and some of these Scream Factory titles are still like $2 and $3, so I would definitely go over there. Hamilton Book, I'll link them in the description. Check it out. See if you find some titles that you like. I know one of the ones I talked about recently in maybe a pickup video. Some people were saying that it was on Hamilton Book, but I don't know which one it was. I can't remember. It'll come to me. Another one I picked up was The Abandoned with Jason Patrick. Have not seen this one. It's totally a blind buy. But, you know, how wrong can you go for $3? This one is called The Doctor and the Devils. I thought the title of the front cover looked really interesting, so figured I'd give it a shot. And then the last one, I saw a few people pick this one up, so I figured I would jump on the bandwagon. Evil Has an Address. The House on Willow Street. An IFC Midnight film. It is also a Scream Factory, and it was also on sale. So like I said, you can get great deals on Hamilton Book, as I know a lot of people already know, but for those of you who don't, I will do a full unboxing of my incoming order so that you can see how, you know, what you'll get if you order from them. Now, the next one, I have an Arrow title and then a few Eureka Masters of Cinema. This first one is the Arrow title. It is called Scared Stiff, and this is the cover, the slip cover. I love the art on that. And then this is the inside artwork, or the cover, I should say. And of course it comes with reversible artwork, which they all do. And it comes with an essay book. And then there's some disc art. So that is Scared Stiff, and I have not watched it yet, but when I do, you know, I'll give you a review. And the first one, okay, these are Eureka Masters of Cinema. Now, for those of you who don't know, these are all Region B. I recently bought a very inexpensive region-free player for my living room. I got it on Amazon for like, I think $149. It's great. It does what I needed to do. But I felt bad because I was missing out on all these Region B movies that I wanted to watch, and now I'm able to watch them. So, of course, I was all over this one, Iron Monkey, starring Donnie Yen. I had it on Blu-ray, but I wanted the Arrow edition, or the Eureka Masters of Cinema edition. And it has a brand new 2K restoration. And, I mean, they come packed with special features. If you want to freeze that and take a look at what you get. But, yeah, the Eureka Masters of Cinema, it's right up there with Arrow and Criterion as to what you get with your releases. Now, this one some of you may have seen in my horror collection video. I had it originally on DVD from Criterion. It's part of the Criterion collection, but only on DVD. They haven't done a Blu-ray release yet. Maybe one day, which would be awesome. So I went with the Eureka Masters of Cinema Blu-ray, and it is called Ani Baba. And this is a really good one based on a Buddhist type fable about the mask on the front there is called a Hanya mask, for those of you who don't know. And it's about jealousy, and it's about how jealousy can take over and ultimately destroy your life. So that's basically what this film is about. It is in black and white. It looks great. The transfer is amazing. The story is great. It is in Japanese, so it's subtitled, but you're not going to have any problem with it. And this is so worth the watch. I would say it's more thriller than horror because, you know, it's trying to kind of scare you into learning the lesson, but this is definitely a great film, and this is an awesome addition. If you want to freeze it and see all the extras you get, it's packed with extras. And the picture quality looks amazing. So yeah, definitely put Oni Baba on your list. And this next one, this stars Bette Davis. And I had not seen one. It's called Hush Hush Sweet Charlotte. Hush Hush Sweet Charlotte. Try saying that 10 times fast. Anyway, this was a really good one. Bette Davis, of course, is amazing in this one. She plays crazy like no one I've ever seen. She's awesome. But I'm not going to give anything away with this one, but if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. And there you go. There's your cover. But Bette Davis is just, she's always fantastic, and anything with her in it, you know I'm going to pick it up. So that's one of my pickups there. This one I saw years ago, but then when I saw it on the Blu-ray on the Masters of Cinema, I had to have it. Burt Lancaster in The Birdman of Alcatraz. So I'm really looking forward to revisiting this one and seeing what they've done with the transfer and the extra features and whatnot. But this is a great movie. Another one is The Thief of Baghdad. I had not seen this. I've not seen this in so long, so I'm really looking forward to sitting down and just digging through the extras, watching the movie, seeing the transfer. And I always like to see when they clean up these older films how awesome they look, and especially the black and white ones. They just shine on your TV. It looks amazing. So Thief of Baghdad is another one I picked up. And then this last one, it's a film by Kiyoshi Kurosawa, and I'm going to read to you what it's about. A series of murders have been committed by ordinary people who claim to have had no control over their horrifying actions. Following the only link, a mysterious stranger who had brief contact with each perpetrator and their victim places his own a detective who places his own sanity on the line as he tries to end the wave of inexplicable terror. So this sounds like it's going to be right up my alley. It's got the crime, it's got the thriller element, maybe a little bit of gore going on with the murders, but I'm really looking forward to sitting down and checking this one out and giving you guys more in-depth thoughts on it, because I've never ever seen, I never even heard of it before. I was just flipping through, I think it was Diabolique DVD or the Arrow site. Diabolique DVD is where I got these, but I was just digging through and I found this one, so I picked it up, and I will let you guys know how it is. So that completes part 2 of my haul for this month. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I want to thank you as always for watching. If you did enjoy this, please give me a thumbs up, leave me some comments, some suggestions, some recommendations, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified, you know when I upload my content. I've gotten so many things in for review, so I'm going to have some review segments coming up for you guys, as well as some more unboxings and things like that. So I have a lot planned for the upcoming weeks, so stay tuned, and like I said, hit your notification bell so you know when I post. But anyway, I want to thank you guys as always for hanging in there with me, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm going to go play outside, so for now, that's a wrap.